No fancy video production. We're just taking a little fishing trip, and this is when we're headed out of the harbor at Garibaldi, Oregon, getting ready for a day of fishing and crabbing. Here we are going out across the bar and getting started for the day. My buddy Ed in the back there and his family. We had 11 people on the boat with us that were just going out and having a lot of fun. See all them fishing poles stacked up there getting ready for the pack. Here we're just headed out and looking at the beautiful scenery along the Oregon coast. It just was a beautiful day. We couldn't ask for anything nicer. And we're going to do a little crabbing while we're out fishing. So this is where the crew of the boat is dropping over the crab rings. We had a half dozen crab rings with us. So we're just throwing them out in the water there, and they're going to sit there until we get through fishing, and we'll pick them up on the way back. And I think you'll be pretty impressed with what the results were. So anyway, this is just him doing all the work. We get to enjoy eating the crab, but they're doing all the work. They'd throw the float out and then wait a while and then throw the trap out, and the traps just immediately sink to the bottom. And here we are out on the fishing grounds. We're catching a few little rockfish, and everything was going along really great. We got a pretty nice mess of fish I'll show you in a minute. This is one that Steve caught that was a nice big ling cod. Those are the best eating. And here's a catch of what we got during the day. There's crab, there's all kinds of rockfish and ling cod. It's just a real mess of fish. It was a lot of fun, and I think everybody had a pretty good time, and we sure got a lot to eat too. Oh, you see that one there was a nice big salmon. That one of the guys on the boat caught a salmon. Here they're pulling up the crab traps. This is the result of what had been sitting there. Look at that.
Crab legs. Yeah. Crab legs.
Here he's sorting through the crabs and throwing out all the ones that are undersized, all the females, and all the ones that are real soft because they're not as good eating. We just kept the best, and the catch for the day was 86 crabs. And with 15 people on the boat, we got 5 or 6 apiece. That's pretty good eating, and pretty expensive if you try and go out and buy those. So that made it a real fun day. Here we are heading back in across the bar, getting ready to call it a day. And I thought it was just a really wonderful trip, and I'll tell you, Ziggy G Ocean Charters is who we went with, and I'd go with them again in a heartbeat. We're out of Garibaldi, Oregon, and it's just a beautiful day on the ocean. I couldn't ask for anything that was more fun. You see the waves alongside there that are coming in. We just had a real easy bar crossing, which is not always the case in Oregon. Sometimes it can give you a pretty good ride. But just look at the gorgeous day. I mean, you don't find nicer weather than this anywhere. You go to siggig.com, you can see the guys that we went with, and if you want to hook up a trip with them, I'd sure recommend them. They're a good bunch of guys. Not only was it a good fishing trip, they were fun to do. Here they are unloading our catch for the day. We didn't have to do anything, stand back and watch. And they did all the work. Hoisted up with a hoist up above so they can get all the fish cleaned and filleted out. And packaged up, put on ice, and ready for us to take home. Here's the crab they boiled up, all 87 crabs boil at one time. Just throw them in a great big giant pot, put a fire boiler on them, and here they are filleting all the fish out and getting them ready for us to take home.